Good book. Anyway. Howdy and aloha, everyone. This is James with Mana Talk. I was just going over Behind the Green Mask, you on Agenda 21. Rosa Corey. She left us, passed away a couple years ago, which is very suspicious to me. I'm not sure why. But there's a lot of interesting information in here. All I can say, let me just summarize it best I can. It's all coming to fruition. But it's being chipped away by Trump somewhat. It's not the way I would have wanted it to go. I still think that the World Economic Forum is the greatest international terroristic entity on the planet, and a few others. There's a bunch of associates with that. Then there's, of course, the royalty and the families and all this other shit. But, I've always said that their goal was to get rid of 2/3 of the planet's population and hoard the rest for themselves. The Deagle report proved that. The 2017 Deagle report, Deagle, Deagel, I believe. But let me get to what's kind of going on right now. Spencer Pratt, Bass, Raman, Noodle, Theta, whatever her name is, are in this the mayor race for Los Angeles. And what people don't realize is the county itself has about close to 20 million people. 20 million people in one county. In the county I'm in, I think we maybe have 2 million, 2.5, maybe that much. I'm not sure. But it's a big city. Los Angeles, there's a lot going on. It would really be great for the Republican Party and the city for them to bring in a guy that's not a politician. I heard somebody earlier say Spencer Pratt, the politician. He's not a politician. He's a ex-actor. Was like a True Life or Real Life or reality actor. And he's not your usual run-of-the-mill, corrupted politician. He really wants to help. He sincerely wants to help. I have no doubts about that. Karen Bass, bullshit. She's part of the deep state baloney disgustingness that's out there. The Raman's part of it. But Raman's still in it. And this is really weird. Because I'm watching this, and this was about 6-7 hours ago. And there's this giant $300 million facility. Right? And let me just show you. Now, this is daylight. I don't know if everybody's on lunch, but those desks are empty. I don't see any activity. And supposedly, they're still counting ballots. Really. I'm a little... It doesn't seem like anybody's doing anything right now. This whole the governor race, the mayor race, and everything in California, I've always said, if you don't have Congress put in the SAVE Act, the American SAVE Act that Donald Trump wants, photo ID and all this other stuff, and a few other things, this is going to happen. That's what I've warned from the very beginning. As soon as the SAVE Act was out, as soon as somebody had the inclination to say, we should make sure that American citizens vote in our elections. How do we do that? Well, we have to get their birth certificate that they were born here, or they're naturalized, or whatever the case may be, or they're an anchor kid, whatever. But they are an American citizen, stamped, signed, sealed, the paperwork checks out, everything's vetted and clarified, you are an American citizen. Even, we just want to make sure that only American citizens are voting in this country. But there are so many blue states, so many areas in red states that don't like that. Which you have to reasonably, coherently, common sense think, yeah, that's what most countries have and want and do. Except for here, which means they want to cheat. Period. They want to rig. They want to cheat. They have been rigging. They have been cheating. Trump has said it over and over again. They cheated in the 2020. They tried to cheat in the 24. They tried to smear him forever. I mean, the amount of crap that this man's been through is crazy. I'm glad that E. Jean Carroll, by the way, is about to be thrown into prison or something for. She definitely lied to Congress. Definitely lied to Congress. Oh, I forgot to say that I was getting $2 million. E. Jean Carroll, the person that said that she was raped by Trump, but it wasn't physical. What? It was just the crazy. I think I've showed you the video. Go look it up yourself with Anderson Coop, and it's fucking weird. It's icky weird. It's like, it's not weird like the guy's she's kind of weird. It's like she's demonish weird, like evil weird, like disgusting weird. And they're out there. There are people like that. It's fucking everywhere across the Democratic Party. I'm telling you. That's why I call them Demoncrats. They're all satanic Demoncrats, and it's crazy. They're all into Wicca and all this other crazy shit. So let's watch this. Watch. It's daylight. You can see the door in the back, right? See the door in the back on the right. Can you see that? Oh, wait. Yeah. Yeah, you can. Now you can see it. See in the very back there, but my hair's kind of flopping out here. I just got it cut, but she did it kind of long. Whatever. Nobody cares. All right. But this is very odd to me. There's supposed to be a bunch of ballots that are coming in, and they're counting them. And guess what? How many days they have to count all these ballots? Guess how many days California has made to count ballots? Guess how many days? Extra. Besides a day ago. It's not 3 days. It's not 4 days. It's not a week. It's 37 fucking days. They gave themselves 37 days to finagle, to slip in, to contort, find any way to cheat and rig themselves. And they've got a lot of time. What California is doing is what was done in 2020. I laid that out constantly. And one of the major reasons, I think, one of the several reasons why this channel here was turned off for 2 years, 2 or 3 years. Let's see, almost 4 years. For about 3 or 3.5 years until Trump got voted in, and all of a sudden things changed, and people are able to say a little bit more about COVID-19, a little bit more about the vaccine, a little bit more about the rigged elections, and a lot of other things, which is good because our speech still needs to be free on both sides, on every side, from everybody. It's just when you start hurting people or threatening people or instigating violence, that's when they need to shut the door down. But if you're just throwing out perspectives, conclusions, what you believe, what you think, as long as it doesn't hurt children, people, country, whatever, I get it. But this is really weird. Let's watch this. Oh, there's some people working. Now you can watch, there's cameras in certain areas in here. But nobody has explained, I'm telling you right now, nobody has explained who does what. And what the most important area is. Where are the signatures checked? How do you really verify that that person is who they are if there's no ID? Well, the process that they use is you go walk up, you're say with whatever address you're with, and they look it up, and then your name's there, which kind of makes sense. But you don't have to show your ID. I can have somebody from some other country that doesn't look like me, but is a man. Well, I don't know about California because you can be a man and a girl and a man and a girl. You can be a trans fuck, whatever the shit that is, right? But you can be anybody and show up just knowing that there's an address you can use, or maybe somebody gave you an address that you should use. Okay, but let me kind of show you some more stuff here. It'll kind of open your eyes on what's going on. It's insane. I'm talking to Zach right now to help Margaret Mejia out in Hawaii to help her. She's running for lieutenant governor. I mean, she really needs the help. I don't think she really understands what she's doing. Zach and I kind of got in a little conversation. Zach Moore's a good kid. Let me see. I just posted this because this is really odd. Somebody record. Do I need to... Hang on, let me refresh. Yep, that's the notorious 12th hole. Well, I had 12 strokes on that fucking hole. I was crushing it. I was beating everybody, which me and Ricky are good, pretty not bad, and I was doing so well. And then all of a sudden, I got big-headed. Confidence was just pouring out a little too much. I go, hey, what's that club you're using, that hybrid? Because I usually use irons. I never use a hybrid. I use a 3 and a driver, and the rest is irons. I'm old school, right? And I've hit hybrids before, but what happened is I hit Mike's hybrid. Mike is an ex-police investigator for retired, just a great guy. Ricky's retired Navy. Eddie's been working at the restaurant for, God, I don't know, 24, 25 years. We're all, decent, hardworking men doing our thing, having a good time out. They were all relatively the same age, within like 15, 20 years of each other. And I hit this fucking hybrid, and I hit it right. I mean, it wasn't a slice. I just hit it that way, but it was straight. And it landed by those carts and the big trees and fell into that tall shit. It was bad. It was bad. This is about the time I did it. And that's why I had this on my Facebook, is because it reminds me to be humble. It reminds me to don't be overconfident. It reminds me it's good to be confident in what your abilities are, but trust what you're doing. Trust in yourself. And this is what this is all about. But hopefully you can see that. Yeah, you guys can't. Oh, yeah, see the carts in the background there. You can't really see it. Yeah, so the tee box is to the left. I'm hitting back to the greenway in the back there where the trees are. And I just shanked it after that. I scooped it. I hit it over the green and back over the green again. I mean, it's a par 3, and I was freaking 9 over on that one fucking hole. And I was beating everybody like 5 or 6. It was so, that I need that to remind me to keep me grounded. You always have to take accountability. You always have to tell yourself, was it really me? Did I really do that to myself? Yes, I did that. That was me, right? I was part of the reason why I blew up, why I messed up. I get it. You have to take accountability. As soon as you take accountability for your actions and how you've affected not just yourself but others around you, you grow a little bit. You not a lot, but you start learning more about who you need to be and what you need to be, and you're constantly growing. People are, look, I'm older. I'm 62 years old. I know I look it. And if I'm learning new stuff about myself every day and the world around me and how things are moving. And I'm so blessed. Once you hit like 55, 60 years old, you start to really understand how very blessed by God, by Jesus, by everything in this universe that you are to be here. And that you should be thankful that there are people around you that love you, that care about you, that always care about you. And I'm, God bless us all that we're here, that we're able to experience all these ups and downs and all arounds and all kinds of stuff. It's a fun adventure. I love it. It's a wonderful journey. Speaking of journeys, I'm flying out tomorrow to Colorado to see my grandkids. I can't wait. They're so fucking cool. My granddaughter is a gem. Oh my God. What a gem. Oh, and I'm proud of my daughter. She just made Master Sergeant. Fucking awesome. Oh, my son's going to meet me out there too. Really awesome. Really. I picked up a ticket for him. I had to. I said, dude, you got to get out here. Just come out here. So I bought him a ticket. All right, where were we? Where am I going? Oh, here. Darn it. Okay, we're going. I'm looking for this. Yeah, not that. Recycle. Let me see. By the way, everybody, contact your senator, your representative. You want the senior citizens. Let me make sure it's in the picture here. You want the Senior Citizens Freedom to Work Act to get passed. What that means is there's no. When you collect. Because I'm looking this up because I'm about to collect or soon or whatever. Social Security. You only get a certain amount. If you make a certain amount over on your regular job, they take that money out of for every $2 is $1 that they take out. It's like, what? I fucking earned this. It's bullshit. It's been a bullshit system for a long time. You should be able to get and receive all the money that you took out, every single piece of it. But the thing is nobody really knows about this. So everybody, Senior Citizens Freedom to Work Act of 2026 is probably the smartest thing we could make sure we do, besides the American Save Act. All right, let me get into it because I'm getting way off course here. Hey, it's my show. What the heck? Oh yeah, is this it right here? Yeah, this is it.
Or it's just going to have to be such a flood of Democratic ballots coming in after, being tabulated after election night or into the wee hours this morning that would just lift both Democrats over Hilton. That's increasingly what it needs to be for Steyer.
All right. Oh, the big flood.
Or into the wee hours this morning that would just lift both Democrats over ballots coming in after, being tabulated. It's going to have to be such a flood of Democratic ballots. It's going to have to be such a flood of Democratic ballots coming in after
this flood here. Right? The flood of nothing happening. That was last night. Yeah, Trump and his team is all over this right now. They are sending in the dogs to go to this place that has nobody in there. There's the flood. Oh, that's not the flood. All right. Yeah. Look at all those. Look at all those empty chairs. Yeah, it could be lunch. I'm not sure what are they talking about. Stop! I want to hear what they're talking about. No, I want to hear.
That will not stop it because that's the signature verification. But we what comes first. So.
Oh, that's verification. Oh, that was planned. Everybody, come over here when the camera comes by. I'm gonna say the word verification. Fucking well done. This is a New York Post, whatever. There's some people working. Yeah, I've never seen anybody tell me what everybody's doing. For some reason, that's not important. Yeah, that's important. That's my tax dollars. $300 million in this facility. I want to know what the fuck's going on. Well, it's not my tax dollars, but it used to be. It's my family's tax dollars that still live there. But this is nuts. There's another one here I wanted to pick up. I don't know why. I think. Wait, is it this one? Yeah, right here. This is the one you have to watch. This is the one, because this is getting really weird, because I noticed this.
So let me get this straight. They only counted 62% of the votes in L.A. for mayor, and it's been 2 days. And it's the same for the race for governor, where they only counted about 56%. Well, I just came across something that alleges that Karen Bass gained thousands of votes, while Spencer Pratt and others remained the same exact number. So if you look at the counts before and after, you can see that while she allegedly gained thousands of votes, Spencer Pratt's vote remained exactly the same at this number. So of the 40% of voters reported at this...
Did you guys... I'm going to explain it. What he's saying is, all of a sudden, numbers, you know, when they're continuously counting votes, more numbers will come on one side or the other, but none will be completely still. We're not moving. But what's happening is Spencer Pratt, his numbers, and I think Karen Bass, her numbers, aren't moving. But this chick Raman...
time. Karen Bass picked up 13,000 votes,
13,000,
while Pratt
sorry.
gained 0. Stuck at 86,323. President Trump took to Truth Social last night, saying that the Democrats are at it again. They're trying to steal the governor of California primary and the mayor of Los Angeles primary away from the two great Republican candidates. Here we go with the very late and massive numbers of mail-in ballots. He then followed up with this one, questioning the delay. Remember when we get election results almost immediately? Well, maybe if the deadline for mail-in ballots in California were on election day and not 7 days after, they wouldn't have room for this break the glass scenario Newsom talked about. Why don't we tag Gavin Newsom and ask him what the delay is? So let me get this straight. They only counted 62% of the votes in L.A. for mayor, and it's been 2 days. And it's the same for the race for governor, where they only counted about 56%. Well, I just came across something that alleges that Karen Bass gained thousands of votes, while Spencer Pratt and others remained the same exact number. So if you look at the counts before and after, you can see that while she allegedly gained thousands of votes, Spencer Pratt's vote remained exactly the same at this number. So of the 40% of voters reported at this time, Karen Bass picked up 13,000 votes, while Pratt gained 0. Stuck at 86,323. President Trump took to Truth Social last night.
Yeah, so you understand what that means. Yeah, you guys understand. And there you go. There's a bunch of... I mean, this place, there was a video for this that I saw. I probably should have saved it, but it was packed. Yesterday it was packed. There were a lot of people there, a lot of people doing their job, blah, blah, blah. But now it's like empty. I guess they don't need anybody because nothing's really coming in, and they're just making up the numbers. Yeah, it kind of seems that way. But fucking California, man. Crazy. Down in California. I think that's right here. Maybe I put it here. Let me check. Yeah, everybody's talking about this flood thing. If you're doing a mail-in ballot, vote early. Right? And then Josh Green. This is good. You got to see this. I'm going to show you this. So, hopefully it'll go to it. FTC chairman announced today that Hawaii lost Medicaid funding and has been decertified. The announcement comes after officials warned states about establishing Medicaid fraud units. So what they're doing is let me explain what they're doing. So Hawaii and a lot of other blue states are basically doing this, and I'm gonna make sure that stays on pause. No matter who Josh Green, who's the governor of Hawaii, uses or lies in regards to this warranted action by the Trump administration, the Democratic Party are not going to cooperate in exposing their own criminal fraudulent records. No matter what Josh Green uses or lies in regards to this warranted action by the Trump administration, the Democrats are not going to cooperate in exposing their own criminal fraudulent records. That's it. That's what they're doing. They're not cooperating with handing over records. They're actually suing or countersuing. And you know what that says. It's like somebody... It's like... I don't know if you know, but back in the day, we used to slip notes to people. We didn't text each other. And then the teacher would come up and go, "Can you stop? If you don't stop slipping notes in the class, I'm going to start reading them out to people." Well, it was embarrassing at first, but then we started writing some really creative things on our notes that were slipping. But the point is, you looked at the note and you knew what was happening. Mary was saying something to Susan in regards to this guy, Billy, but who was pretty nutty shit. Some of it was pretty personal. But she was able to obtain the information and expose the truth on what was going on. Right? So now the Democratic Party in the blue states are able to slip these notes around, and they're dodging the teacher. That's the metaphor I'm using. That's what I'm using. It's really simple. They are definitely cheating, and they don't want people to know that they're cheating. That's it. Bottom line, common sense, reasoning, basic cognitive thinking. They're blocking the Trump administration from exposing their information, because they can easily just keep a copy, and they can work together. They can put it on YouTube. They go, okay, let's do this then. But we want to make sure that we got it on YouTube. We're exposing the same information. So whatever you have, I want to make sure that's what we gave you. It's real simple. Because they say they want to weaponize the political system. No, that's what happened back in 2020. That's what happened in late 2019 and in 2020. In 2021, in 2022, in 2023, in 2024, until Trump, by a freaking crazy-ass landslide, beat everything. Just beat everything. Why is this... I gotta fix this. Why is it posted like that? What is that? Oh, there's no... Okay. No matter what Josh Green uses for an excuse or lies about in regards to this warranted action by the Trump administration. I gotta fix that. I put it on. I'll just say it on my phone and put it out there, and then I'll go back and fix it later. The Democrats are not going to cooperate in exposing their own criminal fraudulent records. That's not going to happen. No matter what Josh Green uses or lies in regards to this warranted action. It doubled. Okay, I see what. Okay. Yeah. Okay, there you go. See, that's happened a few times. It'll double up. It's so weird. Save. Okay, oh yeah. All right, I'm gonna jump down here. Oh, she got hammered. That chick's pretty cool. John Bolton. I got to talk about this. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because he's going to squeal. And I told you he was going to squeal. I told everybody, I don't know, maybe on my second, I got 4 YouTube channels because I lost my first one. I created one after that was taken down, another one that was taken down, and then I had my 4th one, and then they turned back on 2 of them. It was weird. But this one I had to appeal for many times. Okay. I predicted that this traitor, John Bolton, would eventually squeal and rat on the Demoncrats. And that's what a plea bargain. You divulge, rat, or confess actual provable information about others that were implicated and will give you a lighter sentence actually means. That's what the bargaining part means. They said, okay, you pinpoint. I'm telling you, that's exactly what happened. FYI, it's either on my first or second. Okay, whatever. But that's what's happened. So John Bolton, and he's pleading guilty. That came out from anonymous source, I guess, through Associated Press, which they released. Somebody released it and wanted it to be released. And he's going to either serve 6 months in jail or 6 months to 5 years, to at least I think is 6 months. He's got to pay a $2.2 million fine. Nothing really bad, but that's a pretty good deal. When there's 18 counts, 17 or 18 counts of malicious criminal activity that it has to do with the Espionage Act, and he basically he was sending information to family members and puts it in books and all this other stuff and revealing government secrets and sharing it all over the country, and Iran got it and all this other shit. It was just fucking dumb. And everybody knew about this. And then the DOJ said, we're fucking going after you, which they're going after a lot of people lately. And I hopefully, and God bless Pam Bondi. Hopefully she'll get over her cancer. She was wonderful, but she just didn't have it. This guy Blanche, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be okay. I don't know if that's going to work out either. I'm trying to remember the name of the new person, the new guy. They just talked about Porter or Potter, something Potter, who's going to be taking over. Well, Blanche is the acting Department of Justice. The Attorney General. But they're thinking of this guy Potter. It starts with a P. I know that. Top states with the best energy affordability. Fuck, look at that. Okay, check this out. This is important, and I got to show you guys this because this is fucking important. Are you ready? Okay. What do all these states that have the highest energy rates and tax rates have in common? I wonder what that is. Well, let's see what these other states are. Oh, the lowest is North Dakota. Its electricity price, that's a kilowatt hour. It's $7.93, right? And a kilowatt is a lot of stuff, so you're paying. So Louisiana, red. Oh, darn it. Margaret's running for lieutenant governor. Okay. I gotta send her a... What am I sending? Emoji. Okay, cool. Is that what I'm gonna send? Oh, jeez, I sent it. I sent it like a heart or something. I'm not flirting. I just... whatever. North Dakota. Yeah, all these are red states, and they're the lowest. Right? Oh, look. The highest Hawaii, California, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Alaska, which is kind of purple, New Hampshire, New York, definitely Maine, Vermont. Yeah. Most of these, I would say at least, 9 out of 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 8 out of 10 of them are definitely blue states, and the rest are kind of purplish. Yeah, so there's the point, people. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to say. But the party that people have been believing that they're going to help you and they're going to do everything to keep you locked into your socialistic, what do they call that? Communism. Are the people that are going to hurt you the most. Because if you're not free to be successful, if you're not free to do the things you need to do, and go where you want, and speak how you want, and feel how you want, and do everything, just keep the fucking crazy shit and the sick and the pedo shit away from our children. Okay? Go look up gaysagainstgroomers.com. They're a great website. They point it out better than I can. But the thing is yeah, Republican. I say I'm an independent, but I lean totally Republican. I'm a conservative guy. I love the silhouette of a woman. I like them chubby. I do not like skinny women. I mean, kinda. I mean, look, I'm not picky. At my age, you just don't get picky anymore. Your bar kind of lowers, but that's not what I'm saying. It's just that I miss the squishiness. I think it's great. I just think it's great. I want my woman with a butt, boob. Okay, anyway, enough of that. Let me see here. I'm going to go. There's something else I really wanted to go over here. Yeah, there it is right here. So this is what I'm talking about. It's kind of happening, right? Because people are talking about this, and Trump is all over this right now because he's seeing it happen in real time.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have some shenanigans going on in California. So yesterday I did this video essentially about Spencer Pratt, giving him congratulations because statistically he got second place in this primary versus Nithya Raman and Karen Bass, who is the current mayor of LA. Statistically, it would be an anomaly, a complete anomaly for him to lose his lead. But that appears to be possibly what could be happening. And we have all sorts of wacky things going on with the voting in California. I'm talking helicopters, dumping ballots. We have weird things happening with numbers. We have the propaganda from California officials at full steam ahead trying to get all of the drones in California, the mindless liberal drones, to accept that this is simply the way things are. This is normal. Everything is normal. And guys, I'm these over the past couple of years. I have. Very seldomly are these wrong. Nithya Raman has officially overtaken Spencer Pratt as the individual that will face Karen Bass, who will advance in the Los Angeles mayoral election. Look at this crossover
this
right here. We got
today,
Spencer
10
Pratt
hours ago.
in green. He came down, and we have Nithya Raman in blue here. We have a crossover, and this is as we see.
I'm not going to go further into that because what I'm going to say is this is the way that's working. I'm going to show you how this is working. So you have Karen Bass, the incumbent. You have somebody out of nowhere, Raman. She's from India originally. I'm not sure. Anyway, it sounds like she's from India. Who is also with Karen Bass, which is interesting because usually the Democrats don't play nice with each other. But she's the backup because everybody knows Karen Bass. Nobody wants Karen Bass. Hey, Jordan, how you doing, buddy? I believe that they're going to try to slip in this Raman chick. because she did a defeat speech the other day. And I mean, I'm like, that's not a fucking defeat speech. When you listen to the entire speech, I don't know if I still have it here. Hang on. I'm like, that does not sound. Yeah. Let me see if I know I have it here somewhere. When was that? 3 days. That's 3 days ago. Shit. Okay, that wasn't 3 days ago. I'm gonna put Raman. I spelled it wrong. Stupid. Listen.
And to my 10-year-old twins, Karna and Kaveri, I've been a candidate for
she's
something
Indian.
as long as you can remember.
India.
And you've had to live through it with me. And you've been so patient through all of it. Thank you.
It's the whole entire speech, right?
If one abuses another or injures him, the remedy does not lie in retort or
Oh
resistance.
my gosh.
Simply keep quiet.
Okay. Oh my god. Oh fuck. I spelled that wrong. I was typing. Was it? Is it her defeat? Defeat. I think whatever. Let me see. Nithya. I gotta show you this. Oh shit. Oh, I know why this is happening. This is the one. How long is this? I think this is. Yeah, this is it. You gotta hear this. I'm like, this doesn't sound like a concession, like she's conceding. And oh yeah, this is the one I had. I was playing from where I left it.
It is a city where people come to invent themselves and
Look
to
at that.
reinvent
Watch.
themselves where they...
Hold on.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Appa. Thank you, Appa, so much for those kind words. And thank you to everyone who is here tonight. Let's give ourselves a huge round of applause.
Because you won.
I am so grateful to be here with all of you. I'm here because I love Los Angeles with all of my heart. This
I mean,
is
she
the
was
most
tanking. Look at that.
hopeful, the most resilient, the most complicated, the most creative.
This is when she was 20%. But she was losing by a very large margin. We're talking 40,000 votes, right? 30,000 votes, almost 40,000 votes here, right? And Karen Bass was only up at the time, and this was like 10 o'clock at night, Central Standard Time, like 9 in the evening.
The most beautiful city in the entire world.
What? What the fuck is she smoking? What the fuck is this chick smoking? LA is a fucking dump. It is a dump. Just go there. Just go there. It's disgusting. I mean, it was bad in 2020. I went back, I think, in 2021 or 2022, I think. And I'm telling you, it's just freaking disgusting. And it's gotten severely worse. It is to the point where, yeah.
It is a city where people come to invent themselves and to reinvent themselves, where they find the safety to be who they really are. A city built by dreamers and immigrants and artists and workers from every corner of this beautiful world. A few months ago, this campaign was a long shot. No one knew who I was. I was the last to enter this race. We had no institutional backing. But what we did have was a vision for Los Angeles. That this city should be affordable enough to still be a place of real opportunity.
She's
where
reading the
families
card.
are not pushed out, where artists can afford to stay and make their art, a place where working people can build a future. That is the vision that we have for Los Angeles. A vision where government actually functions and delivers every day on this city's beautiful, big-hearted values. Where we stand up against ICE, where we show up.
ICE that's been around since, I don't know, decades, that have been doing their job, and all of a sudden they hate them. 20 million people just came in here during the Biden administration, when the average amount of people that used to come in illegal aliens, not immigrants, was about 500 on average, 500,000 per year. So it's like 4 to 5 million people per year were coming in. Open the borders. Just bucking the gates where they were tearing down the walls. They were opening up all the fucking barbed wire and all this other shit. And they were just letting people come in. Come on in. We got a place for everybody in the census. We got, take all the jobs. Bring all your fentanyl. Bring all your drugs. Bring all your traffickers. Bring the worst. What Trump said, he was right. There are some... We're just chipping at the iceberg of what the Demoncrats have been like for a long time. And more people are definitely becoming more familiar with their pattern. They promise everything. Look, Obama had the House and the Senate and a Democrat for 313 days, or a little over 300 days. And what did they do? They didn't codify Roe versus Wade. They didn't give you free college. They didn't give maternity leave and help and assistance. They didn't give you M for all or Medicare for all or single payer. They didn't stop any wars. Citizens United, during the time Obama was around, was pulled, was created, was fucked, right? McCutcheon versus I mean, it's just they're full of shit. I was a Democrat, I was a Democratic supporter because I really thought Bernie and all this other shit was gonna do. But when I found out he was just a tool, just like the rest of them, just like her. A tool to the actual cult, to the actual Legion of Doom. Right?
Up for our gay and and trans siblings. A vision.
Trans sibling. Oh my
A
God.
vision where our neighborhoods are safe, where they're full of trees and shade and alive with activity.
Under the tents.
And people and good food and community. We had a beautiful vision. A vision of Los Angeles that's joyful and welcoming and ambitious. And we believe that Angelinos were hungry for that vision. And we were right. We were right. Look at all of you.
This doesn't sound like a concession speech. I don't care what you say. And then she cries like, my family been through. She knows. She's excited. She's telling you. When it all comes down, they're going to try to give it to Raman, Top Raman. And what's going to happen is she's going to be exposed. That's what's going to happen. Trump is going to make sure that this whole system in California is exposed. And it's going to happen. Mark my words, okay? All right, anything else going on? Let me see. Yeah, it wasn't a concession speech. That was the I beat everybody already and I know it speech. Yeah. Straight wire. I like playing this. I'm going to play this. Wait, let me see if I got something else there. All right, I want people to also realize that calling all patriots, make your voice heard, connect with us live. That's old, by the way, but he's having. This is Cordera. He's running for Gary Cordera for governor, and I hope. Well, they're gonna fucking cheat there too. So anyway, they just need a good turnout. By the way, the National Mall looks really good.
So this is what the Columbus Fountain looked like outside of Union Station.
Why did that
when
start?
Obama
I didn't turn it on. Fuck. What the fuck?
was president.
Yeah, that's what it looked
Here's
like.
another look. Completely disgusting. Didn't work. They quit using it because it had a leak and didn't bother to fix it, even though this is the hub of Union Station. This is what greeted people when they came out. So amazing, right? And this is what it looked like during Biden's administration. Yeah, they let this happen. Again, during Biden's administration. And this is what it looks like during Trump's administration. And wouldn't you know, the left is losing their...
Yeah, they're fucking freaking out because the guy's kicking ass. I don't know what else to tell you. It's what I'm voting for. It's what I voted for. For this man to kick ass and be indemnified. What is that? I think that's not the word. The word I'm looking for is redeemed. Oh, man. It's just weird. He deserves what they stole from him. And he's going to get it. He's doing it the right way, though. He's got to do it correctly. It is taking time. All right, what else we got? I think I wanted to play this earlier, but it's... You guys remember this, Nancy Pelosi?
Hi, Congressman Pelosi. Last time I asked you about January 6th.
I didn't stop it. Why is it stopping?
Why you turned the National Guard away on January 6th. You told me to shut up and that I was repeating Republican talking
Shut up again because you're speaking lies. And I
But
don't
you're
have
right
anything
here.
to do
You're
with
right
it.
here on
No,
the record saying,
no,
I'll
shut up.
admit it.
No, I did not admit it. The president never would agree to send the National Guard. Don't waste your time or mine on you.
Why was your daughter filming you on January
Why
6th?
don't you get away?
She fucking said it. We should have sent in the National Guard, but we didn't. She's going to jail. I think she's going to go. If anybody goes, she needs to go, or she's going to off herself. But, you know. Yeah, she just needs to go to jail. She's full of shit. All right, that kind of does it here. Let me just make sure. I just had to get that information out regarding Raman. Bolton, if you're living in a blue state, you're fucked. I'm just telling you. Yeah, this is the stolen picture. Oh, this is where I wanted to leave it at. Okay. I need everybody to remember this song. Please remember this song.
Hey, do you know about the USA? Do you know about the government? Can you tell me about the Constitution? Hey,
Ben, how are you?
the USA.
You will get in trouble if you are not joyful enough.
1787, I'm told our
I know where you're going with that,
fathers
but that's
agreed to write a list of principles for keeping
people free.
The USA was just starting out a whole brand new country. And so our people spelled it out, the things that we should be. And they put those principles down on paper and called it the Constitution. And it's been helping us run our country ever since then. The first part of the Constitution is called the Preamble and tells what those founding fathers set out to do.
And this is how it goes.
We the people, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty. To ourselves and our posterity do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. In 1787, I'm told our founding fathers all sat down and wrote a list of principles that's known the world around. The USA was just starting out a whole brand new country. And so our people spelled it out. They wanted a land of liberty. And the preamble goes like this. We the people, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty. To ourselves and our posterity do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. For the United States of America.
All right. Aloha to everybody. Thank you for being on. God bless you. Mahalo. Aloha. Take care all. Aloha, aloha, ka'ako, ka'ako, walinu.